Some of the mods I've done is I've put a proper battery tray in. The V is probably closer to 120 degrees. Haven't got the V quite level, but it seems to fly alright. And I've put these flat carbon strips along the ailerons. Just slotted them in. It seemed very weak. You'd get movement here but no movement there. And I've put some Blenderm tape along the hinge line as well. But basically, oh yeah, and just cheap shitty things. That's basically the mods I've done. Whoop. Oh well, there you go. Ailerons are a bit soft. I'll have to give them a bit of a touch up. Definitely need some down thrust. Yeah, too much of a pitch change, but geez, it flies alright. It's just idling. That's excellent. Now they've got the centre of gravity at 60 millimeters from the leading edge. To me that's a little bit too far forward. I've moved it back and it seems to be handling alright. I've probably got mine at about 70 mil from the leading edge. God, that's only idling, look at that. Very stable. I'll give it a bit of down trim. It's just a shitty motor and prop. This is amazing. Very impressed. Well, we get a lot of eagles and hawks and kites at the flying field, so let's see if we can rustle up a Challenger. This is, you could teach someone to fly RC on this easily. Even though it's a VTOL, the rudder is very powerful. Got my trusty 20-year-old JR 388. 20 years, probably older than that. 95 or 96, I think I bought it. Flying long wire. Oh, I can't wait. Whoop, here we go. It's the first half decent day for flying we've had in weeks. Well, we've been on lockdown anyway. Thanks, Dan. But the weather's been shit the last couple of weekends anyway. to this day, this old JR set, never even a glitch. Not once ever. And it's literally got hundreds of hours on it. Yeah, 2.4 gig is convenient, but 36 meg, I tell you, you get better range. Alright, well, it hasn't got as many mixing functions as modern computers, but computer radios, but I tell you what, money well spent. I mean, your average fridge these days runs 2.4 gig. This is amazing. Yeah, I just need to sharpen up the ailerons a little bit, not too much. Turns well on rudder only, like rudder elevator. But look how stable it is. This is no flight stabilisation in this thing. This is all the aircraft. Now I've got the V-tail more like 110, 120 degrees rather than the 90 degrees that the instructions recommend. Reading some of the forums, the 110 to 120% V-tail seems to handle a whole lot better. And personally I'd recommend, say, 70mm from the leading edge for the CG. Well, there it is. It's hands off. Mind you, there's no wind today, thank Christ. It's blowing a howling gale for weeks. Well, I got some gear here. I'll put some down thrust in the motor and see where that gets us. There it is. That's less than half throttle. I haven't timed it yet. There's two versions of this. This is the bigger of the two. I think there's a 1.2 meter and a 1.4 meter. This is the bigger one. Very effective rudder response on the V-tail. You'd fly it basically 3-channel. Yes, it's mode 1, boys and girls. So it's only, I'd suggest, about a 150 watt motor. It's either 940 or 960 kV. So I'd be lucky if it's pulling 2 amps, 3 amps. 220, 2200 milliamp hour flight pack. Just one of those El Cheapo zippy things. Or Rhino, the yellow Hobby King pack. Nothing flash. This has got a number of hours on it too, the flight pack. This is just amazing. Hopefully we might get some lift developed later in the day. We'll check its thermally. Sun's coming up. We've had a lot of rain this winter. All the farmers are happy. Everything's turning green. Beautiful. Excellent. That was very impressive. I'll whack a bit of down thrust in the motor and go to plan B.